Good afternoon, Arsene. Could we start with the team usage in tomorrow's game, please?
Well, I think it will be a similar squad to the one who was on Saturday at Liverpool.
So no fresh injuries from that game?
No.
Your team are going to have to pull off something quite special tomorrow night. How do you want them to approach this game?
Well, the only advantage of our situation is that we have not much choice to have any hesitation. We have, of course, to go for it and to attack and go forward with determination and flow and try to score goals.
And just one for Per as well. I know you've spoken about owing the fans a performance tomorrow night. What's your message to them ahead of the game?
I think it's up to us to show a different face tomorrow. That is really something we are going to demand, because we literally blew it away in the second half there, and being in a very good position. So it's really down to us now to make the first step, to make our fans proud of ourselves again. That is really something we need to the emphasis on.
Arsene, hi. You'll be well aware of all the reports about Alexis Sanchez and a reported incident in walking. Did it happen?
I'm not aware. Nothing happened.
Nothing at all?
Nothing at all.
Has Alexis Sanchez's attitude been what you expect it to be?
No, I explained after the game at Liverpool that I decided to go for a more direct option in the game, and that's what happened. That was the unique reason for my decision, you know. And for the rest, his attitude is he's a committed player, and sometimes with excessive behaviors, but you had that many times in history, in every squad.
The reason I asked, there has been a lot of media coverage about this story in the last 24 hours. Are you saying that it's completely false?
Yes, completely false, but I understand that you have to fill the newspapers, and we respect that. And when you don't win the games, it's not always down to real stories, and we have to accept that, you know. Honest and normal, like with every single player.
Some Arsenal fans will think it may be a precursor for Sanchez's exit in the summer. What's your gut feeling? Will he be here next season?
Alexis Sanchez has 15 months on his contract, so the decision will he be here or not will depend completely on Arsenal Football Club, not on anybody else.
If I could just ask you a question as well. What's your relationship like with Sanchez, and what are the relationship like with Sanchez and the rest of the players?
I don't understand the question. Honestly, I don't, because we have got every single day we come in, try to train. He has got a lot of options now. You know, it's about, you know, he has got 25 options now. You know, so it's very difficult for him to decide who's in the squad, who's playing. And I approach every training that everyone wants to push really, to get that starting spot, you know, to be in a lineup, you know, and it's about chances and taking chances. Is it not about individual players? And that is this club about. It's not going to be about one single player, and all these questions about one player is very distractive to our team, you know, and what's about tomorrow. We've got a game to face tomorrow, which is really important to our team and not to one individual player.
Then let me ask you about your manager, because he's been taking, it seems to be, all of the flack for what's been going wrong with Arsenal of late. Have the players let the manager down, do you think?
I think we saw on a lot of occasions, you know, that we were absolutely not ready for a fight, you know, and that's what I wanted to see tomorrow, that we are up for a fight, you know, to challenge something. We haven't competed a lot, you know, like in recent games, you know, and we need to turn that around. That is really the focus, you know, to come back to our strength. And one thing about the Liverpool game, you know, there were 11 players on the pitch. We had the real chance, you know, to go for it, to push it. And even without our best player on the pitch, to show that we are a real unit and that we have to execute that. It's not always the manager has got. It's hard for him now to select, but he does it with his best knowledge, and we trust him.
Just a final one from me. There's been a lot of speculation about your manager's future. From the players' perspective, is everyone behind him, and do they want him to be the manager of this football club next season?
Look, I think honestly, it's not down to the players to choose a manager, and that your questions are not adjusted to the press conference that is to prepare a game. The players have to perform, like just Per said that, and the board chooses a manager. And I think if I ask you, is everybody in your company behind you? I promise you I find some at Sky who were not happy that you sit here and would like to be in your position, So that's, but it's your bosses who choose that you are here or not. And that's why I can understand that when the results are not there, that I'm criticized, but it's not down to the players to choose the managers. The players have to perform for this football club. I think we are in the best club in the world, and we have to show pride and commitment to defend the pride of this club. It's not about the political. We are not in a political club here. We are in a performance, and I have to perform, and the players have to perform.
But we show on many occasions that we can turn it around, and we are happy to play for him, yes.
Hi, Arsene. Per said there that on many occasions the players have not been ready to fight. Why is that the case?
The players are ready to fight, but it's always a mixture of little bit success or little bit belief, that drops a little bit. I think we live in a world of small margins, and if you drop off a little bit, it's on the belief side, and on confidence front, it looks always like you do not want to fight with players. I 100% believe that these players want to do well, they want to win, and that we have not... football is still a game, and where you play only well when you have a belief as well that you can do well. And I think at the moment, when you don't win, everybody says always the same, you don't fight enough. Yes, but football is not only fight. It is part of it, but not only. It's as well freedom to go for it, freedom to play. And it's a mixture of all that makes you a little bit less successul.
What do you think is going wrong each season, it seems, at this sort of time, the sort of late February, early March time of the season?
Well, I think, first of all, it's always a very difficult period because you play in the last 16. In the last 4 or 5 years, we have played always against Barcelona or against Bayern Munich. We played 4 times against Bayern Munich. We had the best team or the second best team sometimes in Europe. So it's always a difficult period. And if you look at the recent years, we have as well done very well from March until May,
Marcel, ganz kurz ein paar Fragen auf Deutsch, das deutsches Reise. Sportlich hat es ja die Stadt München nicht so gut mit Ihnen gemeint zuletzt. Gibt es denn trotzdem etwas, was Sie an München mögen?
Bitte?
Gibt es etwas, was Sie an München mögen, obwohl sportlich nicht so gut lief zuletzt?
Ist eine schöne Stadt. Bitte?
Was gefällt Ihnen dort am besten von München?
Wir haben konstante Performance. In den letzten 20 Jahren haben sie immer eine große Mannschaft gehabt. Seit ich jung bin, damals war Beckenbauer, Müller, Hoeneß zum Beispiel und Rummenigge schon erfolgreich, und deswegen haben sie eine große Konstanz. Ich glaube auch, die haben finanziell dominieren in Deutschland, was nicht der Fall ist hier für uns. Und deswegen ist es auch ein bisschen leichter für München, wenn dass es für uns ist.
Die Deutschen haben gehört, Sie haben hier bei Arsenal die Chance für 2 Jahre zu verlängern. Warum unterschreiben Sie?
Weil für mich, ich habe noch keine Entscheidung gefasst und werden ein bisschen warten, wie wir hier beendigen, wie die Saison läuft. Ich bin jetzt 20 Jahre hier, habe, glaube den Verein aufgebaut, und es ist wichtig, dass wir dann auch immer erfolgreich sind. Und deswegen gebe ich mir ein bisschen Zeit auch.
Wann fällt die Entscheidung?
Weiß ich nicht.
Okay, aber Sie haben noch Lust auf Arsenal oder auf Ihre neue Herausforderung? Können Sie sich das vorstellen?
Im Moment ist meine Konzentration auf das Bayern München Game und deswegen im Moment ist es sehr schwierig für mich darüber zu reden.
Arsene, we know what a strong leader Alexis Sanchez is on the pitch. There's been a lot of attention of the way he tried to get his team to focus at the Allianz Arena, but not many of us are great linguists. When you're trying to win and the frustrations there and the communication barrier, is there a way that you can channel that in a more positive way? Have you been speaking to him about that?
Look, as Per told you, it's about the team performance. It's not about individuals. We play in a team sport, and that's where I believe that the most important is that we focus on our collective. Our game is built on collective expression, and that is the most important, that we focus then on what we think is important, and it's not on one individual. And Sanchez played in all the games, and when we didn't perform away from home, we lost as well. We lost at City, we lost at United, we lost at Chelsea, and that's what I think is the most important, is to focus as a team and perform as a team.
But Alexis Sanchez has been involved in more goals, more Premier League goals than any other player in the Premier League. He's a vital cog in your team, and he's a proven winner.
Yes, I don't deny that, but they're all proven winners, Players who play at that level are all proven winners. What is important is that we perform as a team. It's not about football is not only about one player. It's much bigger than that.
So when you have a spirit like that, a drive like that, how important is it to make sure that that's used in a positive way to build the whole team, to drive the team?
Well, there's not a lot to add. Everybody wants to win, and just everybody's focus on the team is important, of course.
Just to you, what's the spirit like in the camp? So the team is hurting at the moment. Is that?
It's a little bit tense, yeah, but that's normal, when you have got a stretch like that. But the team is eager to change something, and that you can feel in every training session that we want to change something about that situation, and that is for me the most important. And I need to make sure that we train on a high level and be really focused on the next opponent, because it's going to be a tough one, but as well, especially me, I'm telling the players that we need to make the first step to get our fans on board again, and to be successful again. We need our fans to back us up, and we've done something wrong in recent games. I can tell you, there's always you do something wrong, but this time, in the last couple of games, even more. So we need to analyze very well and then come back with a stronger performance and learn from mistakes we have done recently. So, but the spirit, as I said, is a bit tense, but that's normal in those under those circumstances.
You've played in some febrile atmospheres with your own fans. What are you expecting at the Emirates?
I expect a lot from our players, performance-wise. That's what we demand. We wanted to be in the Champions League. We are still in there, so let's go for it. We played hard last season to get there, and now is really our chance to get everyone back, our fans to get involved again. To make the season a successful one. So, but it's really down to really focus as much as we can on the next opposition. And
last couple here, James. Just check about Mesut Ozil, who's out there training. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's not in the squad. He had only one session yesterday, and he was sick. He was out the whole last week. I don't think he's ready physically to be in the squad.
Do you think he'll be okay for the weekend?
He should be okay for the weekend, yes.
Just in terms of the tie, do you think an early goal might create some nerves in the Bayern team?
That's the ideal situation, but I think we want to give ourselves a chance by attacking and by scoring our goals, but no matter what happens, with as well at stake our pride and the honor to compete really for 90 minutes.
answered a lot of questions about Alexis. Could you just tell us, will he start tomorrow?
I haven't decided yet. So you will have to come to the game. Certainly you will. And you will see that. I think I'll make my decision tomorrow morning.
I guess all the focus on him is because there's an uncertainty about whether he's happy or not. Do you think he's happy here?
What does it mean? The definition of what is a happy person is very difficult. I've never found an ideal situation. I think a happy person is on the football front, is a player who comes out of a football game, has won the game, and has performed well. So I hope he will be very happy tomorrow night.
Another definition maybe is that he wants to stay here for a long time.
Look, let's not project ourselves too far. You know, I think short-term happiness is easier to get than long-term happiness, and let's just focus on short-term.
Thank you very much. We can take the microphones out, please.